Hi guys, it's Let's Talk More Beauty. Today I'm going to be showing you a guide on how to shape and fill your eyebrows. This tutorial is basically just to help those people out who have never really paid quite much attention to your eyebrows. And eyebrows to me are extremely important. They can either make you or break you. By all means, I'm not saying this is exactly how you should be doing your eyebrows because everybody has their own personal preference. Today's tutorial is basically just going to cover how to do daily look eyebrows, really, if you're just going to school, going to work, or you just want to clean up your eyebrows, then not everybody knows how to do that. So hopefully this tutorial will help you, and if you want to learn how to shape and fill your eyebrows, then keep watching. Okay, I've got my wax warming here, and first I'm going to, before I actually show you the shaping, I'm going to show you how you should be shaping your eyebrows. It's important to know mainly where your eyebrow starts and where your eyebrow ends, because I understand not everybody's eyebrows are the same, or not everybody wants the same eyebrows as somebody else, but there are rules and guides to figure out where your eyebrows should start and end according to your face. So the first tip I can give you, probably best tip, is to get them done first, because if you've got a professional doing your eyebrows, they know where your eyebrows should start and end, and the follow-up is really easy after that. All you've got to do is clean it up by yourself at home, and it's not that much to get your eyebrows done. But if you don't have time or the money to do that, then that's what you're doing this or watching this video for. First, I'm going to talk about where your eyebrows should start. The basic rule is that your eyebrows should begin in alignment with your nostril. What I mean by that is, say you took a straight object like my eyeliner here. If you started at your nostril and went straight up, that's where your eyebrow should start. So I will be making visual marks just because it'll help reference-wise. You don't need to make lines on your face when you do your eyebrows. I'm just doing it to help support what I'm trying to say. So here's my nostril, and I'm just going to make straight lines. My nose is shaped funny, so I can't really make a straight line, but I'm going to make a straight line all the way up to your eyebrow, and you can't tell, my eyebrows are pretty sparse right here, but that is pretty much where my eyebrow starts. Actually, it starts right there. And this thicker line. Yeah, so that's where my eyebrow starts. That's my nostril. And a lot of people, now I look funny because I have lines on my face. A lot of people have the wrong idea that your eyebrow should start where your tear duct is. And the problem with that is some people's eyes are too close together. Now, if you put your eyebrows where your eye starts, now you're drawing attention to the fact that your eyes are too close together. And if your eyebrows are too far apart and you're trying to start your eyebrow where your tear duct is, now you're creating a lot of space in the center. You're making your nose look a lot wider than it really is. And you're drawing attention to the fact, again, that your eyebrows, or that your eyes, are too far apart. I forgot to mention also that it's really important that you know, when you do your eyebrows, work with what you have. Say you had really straight eyebrows and you are looking for an eyebrow with a really high arch. You can't exactly achieve that. You don't have the hair up here or down here or wherever you need it to create that arch if you've got really straight eyebrows, and vice versa. If you've got really high arched eyebrows and you want straighter eyebrows, the odds are you probably can't achieve it. Or if you got really thin eyebrows and you want fuller eyebrows, odds are you can't do that because you have hardly any hair on your eyebrows. So again, work with what you have, and whatever you don't have, there's always makeup. Now that I've showed you where your eyebrows should start, I'm going to show you where your eyebrows should arch if you want an arch at all. Now the first thing you need to know about eyebrow arches, the less of an arch you've got, the more youthful you look. If you've got straighter eyebrows, like for example K-pop stars, if you look at the girls' eyebrows, they're very straight because they're trying to get them to look a lot younger than they really are. But if you want a really high arched eyebrow, then you're adding a lot of years to your age. So if you're older and you're trying to look younger, try and go for a straighter eyebrow. If you're younger and trying to look older, try and go for a higher arched eyebrow. To figure out where your arch is, like I said, work with what you have. If you don't really got an arch, don't try and make an arch because you just can't. If you've got a lot of arch and you're trying to decrease your arch, you probably can't, so try not to do it. Know where your arch should be. Get a mirror, look straight forward, start at your nostril again, find your pupil and take a straight object and go through the pupil. Don't poke yourself in the eye, and that's where your highest point of your arch should be. If you want a higher arch, you could absolutely extend that past your pupil, and maybe like the end of your iris is probably the furthest you could go, because if you went any further than that, now you're taking off the end of your eyebrow and you don't want to miss that. But for reference, you're going to start at your nostril and you're going to go straight through your pupil. Don't draw on your eyeball. And that is where my highest point of my eyebrow is. Again, I look funny because I have lines on my face, but it's not about me. You can see that's where the highest point of my eyebrow is. You could absolutely, if you can, make it higher, make it lower. I'm not saying this is exactly where your eyebrow should be, but it's a good reference point. Take a straight object, nostril, pupil, eyebrow. Now I'm going to show you where you should be ending your eyebrow. The important thing to know about this step is that the longer your eyebrow is, the more dimension you're adding to your face. You can see that my eyebrow is going into the back of my head, and that's making the center of my face look a lot more prominent. If you make your eyebrow too short, now you're making your face look a lot wider and a lot flatter, and you don't want to do that. But also, if your eyebrow is too long, you're making it look like your skin is drooping. It's going to look like this, and that's what happens when you age. You don't want to add years to your face. So what I'm trying to say is don't make it too short, but also don't make it too long. Take a straight object, and you should align it now with the end of your nose. Now if I did this, I'm going to go to the end of my nose, and what you're going to do is you're going to align it with, the end of your eye. Mine's right here, and then you're going to extend that, and that is pretty much where my eyebrow is ending. That's a really bad line, but take a straight object, end of your nose, end of your eye, end of your eyebrow. It's really simple. The first step is to trim your eyebrows. First, comb your eyebrow hairs in the direction that they grow. It's best to trim your eyebrows before you wax them because then you can avoid long hairs getting in the way while waxing. You don't want to get rid of what you didn't mean to. Don't trim your eyebrows too short because you could risk making your eyebrows look too sparse. After you trim your eyebrows, you'll notice that they will already look a lot neater than what they did to begin with. You may even get away with not needing to wax or take off any hairs. When you're done trimming, brush your eyebrows back into place. I like to begin with taking off the hairs from the top of my eyebrow first. Notice I've left a little space between the wax and my actual eyebrow. I do this because when you press the wax down, you're going to be spreading it out, especially if you've applied a lot. With my muslin tape, I'm just pressing firmly onto the wax right along my eyebrow shape. With your finger or a flat object, keep pressing onto the wax to give it time to set onto your skin, but don't wait too long because you could rip your skin off. If you're shaping for the first time, try not to rip all of your hairs off at once. Go little by little. Pull from the outside in. You're going to do the exact same for the bottom of your eyebrows, except one important thing to know about this step is you don't want to take off too much from this area. By taking off too much, you're creating too much surface on your eyelid and you'll end up looking surprised all the time. Make your main goal for this area just to clean up any trailing hairs. Again, you're going to want to pull from the outside in. Next, remove the remaining wax from your skin. You can do this using after wax remover and a piece of cotton like I am, or you can just use baby oil. Now with a pair of tweezers, pluck off whatever your wax couldn't get. With the cotton ball that you were using earlier, clean off your eye area one more time. You don't have to do this next part, but I would recommend it because when you wax, you rip off the first layer of your skin and it needs nourishment. What I'm doing here is with a clean cotton ball and some aloe gel, I'm just cleaning off my skin and basically soothing it from the harshness of waxing. Now the shaping portion is complete. I actually use different products to fill in my eyebrows, but for the sake of the fact that most people use eyebrow pencil, I'll be demonstrating with one. Before anything, the first thing you want to do is outline the top and bottom of your eyebrows. Remember what I said earlier about where your eyebrow should start and end. With a light hand and small strokes, fill in the rest of your eyebrows. Only fill in areas where you feel like you need it. I naturally have very dark eyebrows, so I only look for places where I can sort of see my skin underneath. Naturally, our eyebrows are sparse in the front, so try and keep the pencil lightest in this area. I don't know how many times I've stressed this, but please, please, please blend your eyebrows. You don't need anything fancy. I'm using an old clean mascara brush to blend mine. No matter how strong or natural you want your eyebrows to be, you never ever want people to see the lines that you use to fill them. This is by far the most important part. Now we're done filling our eyebrows. Yay! Thank you guys for watching and sticking through this tutorial. I know it was a little bit long, but hopefully it did help out a lot of you guys. I actually chose to do this video. Actually, I had you guys choose to do this video because I did hold up a video or a vote on my Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr, and most of you guys chose to do the eyebrow guide. I will be posting the other two options that I had in the vote just in order of popular votes. If you guys like my tutorials, subscribe, read the description, products are below, and thank you for watching.